Crazy Bob coming to you from Arizona. Today, a little something different. I want to talk about slot machines. It's not BMWs, bear with me, but nonetheless, pretty cool stuff right here. So I just took a 450-mile trip to Vegas and then 450 miles back with this guy in the trunk. So this guy's name is Lefty, and he's a slot machine. So slot machines are something that I don't have in my collection yet. I've got some old jukeboxes and pinball machines and signs and whatnot. But this is an absolute man cave must-have right here. So check this guy out. And get this, he's carved of wood. Not plastic, wood. Look at that detail. Is you can actually preload, meaning you could put not just one nickel pull, one nickel pull, one nickel pull. So you could actually preload 5. You notice how there's one just sitting in there waiting. Oops, sorry. There you go. There's one just sitting in there waiting. I preloaded with 5. So let's go ahead and pull the crank. Oh, look at me roll, man. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look at me roll. All right, so I won 7, played 5. I'm sure if I throw those 7 in, I'll lose them. So this is what an old slot machine looks like inside. So not much unlike any BMW engine, right? So seems very complex, but overall it's completely mechanical. The only electricity used here is the lights. And the more and more I look at it, once you start looking at this a little bit longer, it looks like it's fairly easy to work on. A lot of people make mistakes and like to grease things. I think that's a mistake. I think there's a few places that get oiled, and there's some places that run dry, but there's very little grease at all used here. So, and then down at the bottom here, you have your little, that's where all the winnings for the casinos would go. So this is the back side of him, and then let's go up to his neck. Look at that pinstriping. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That is awesome. Whoever did this pinstriping, I mean, hats off. So a little bit that I can say about the guy is a guy named Polk He was born in 1908 and unfortunately died in 2000. Made the originals back in the day, and they were kind of intended to attract folks into the casinos and whatnot. So he was commissioned to do 92 of them. So he did 92 different various characters. Well, a guy in the 80s named Jim Schaefer, who's still around, who has a shop called the Mantique Network, he actually decided he was going to try to rebuild the original Frank Polk ones from the 50s. But he did it the right way. He decided to contact Frank Polk and ask if he could get the rights, and he wound up building 50 of these. So these are 50 reproductions of the original Frank Polks. And the kind of really neat thing about it is the original Frank Polk, the man, back in the 80s, came to supervise and approve the work. And Jim Schaefer also bought the rights to all 92 figures. But he only built this one-armed Bandit. Unfortunately, I wish he would have built some sit-downs. That would have been great. But nonetheless, a really cool item, and it does keep scaring my wife. Every time she walks past the room, she thinks there's somebody in here. So that part alone is fun. All right, you guys take care.